Okay.
Sanchez, the Galatasaray. That's all in the second half. Clear by Niang, and Sanchez left something on him there. Assistant referee has spotted it. A yellow card for the Colombian. Honest out there at the moment, losing their discipline. Officials saw that some damage had been done. So Sanchez joins Torreira and good one in the book for Galatasaray. Kamali also in the notebook for in San Joas. That's why these two got booked. Rather unnecessary. Referee saw who the chief potatoes were and accordingly. Quite a bit of outside this version because we've not seen much football over the last 5 minutes or so.
No, they make my Chelsea not win back at 2-0. You want to say 2-0.
Yeah. On his feet, no case.
Now for the score. Man, what you are saying now?
See. Now the same thing they do us. Now this is the coach don't get.
Man, what you happen?
I don't do now.
Ah!
Now what's the match?
I will never do that thing before.
That's what you don't play. Now not the match. Don't just want finish us.
Kai, man, you are not trying.
3 without defeat.
No, God bless you, sir. God bless you, sir.
2020.
When he goes, when
No, even the player.
you now, when he goes, this side,
Young boy.
all these people when they decide, all of them are lefty. He start short.
21
Start double. Start hammer for the same side. Yes. You have to start team like that.
I can tell you, let me see you one.
They remove and when they remove, you know the same man you call the attack better. And now you still get bad luck. You know you are good.
Kevin Rodriguez.
You don't play with first class. This thing work. I forgot to carry this thing for me.
So what happened?
Look at him. Kari. On the outside. Utilize their middle corners to their best advantage.
Chelsea will have the win. This motor to now that they fear. Yeah, even there half hour.
Klassen available. First time cross from him. Just a touch too high. Eventually the vote goes against Veikals, who's going to go into the book for his protests. Dutch international absolutely aggravated.
At least,
He did nothing wrong. I agree with him. Might just have a hand on the shoulder of Otamendi. The referee sees, and it's probably why he gives the foul. Otamendi's melodramatic fall. With Rios. Big horse. Bonita. Trying to come inside, but I think people are aware of the threat that he poses now, the teenager. Doubling up on him. Still a bit of skill from the 19-year-old. The healer's cross, well fielded by Truman. Made that look easy when it wasn't. Formation of the yellow card for Weghorst. He's one of those players that, because he is so big and so muscular, sometimes decisions go against him when perhaps they shouldn't. It's something that happens to all big strikers like him. The change on the way. It's the blue. Espadol there to come on. Very much the cavalry, those two. Real surprise to see Gluck left on the bench tonight. 4 goals for the club already. Still dominating the possession. Chances pretty hard to come by. Bonita. Look at this, 3 against 2 in Benfica's favour. Auschnitz to the right, Sudakov going through the middle. He finds Auschnitz, big opportunity for Benfica. Great save by Janos from Dedic. That would have sealed it for sure. Benfica breaking up play, springing into the counter-attack. Flags caught very short indeed. His effort was heading for goal. Vladislav Jaros. Benfica corner, out swinger. He's got his head on it. Still on though for the Eagles. Charles ball across. Rudy's header. It's panicking at the back here. Eventually clearing. The last couple of minutes we've really seen the sum total of Benfica's attacking efforts in this second half. On both occasions.
Okay. Aina kenan. Wani time? All right now. Shi bencin yana da number na don me baya kira na. Yana da shi. Muna chatting a WhatsApp da shi ne. Ina WhatsApp mana. All right now.
Klassen and Fox are removed to allow Oscar Gluck and Dolbear to come on. Oscar Dolbear scored his first goal since rejoining the club this weekend as Ajax were beaten at home by Excelsior. Previous goal for Ajax was in April 2019. The injury problems continue for the Danish striker, who's tonight making only his 5th appearance since rejoining the club in the summer. Oh, that's so frustrating for Ajax. Foul given away by Yuri Bass, completely wasting the set-piece opportunity. To be fair to the Ajax man, Didic goes down far too easily there. So 15 minutes for the likes of Gluck and Dolbear to have some influence here. As things stand, Ajax heading for a defeat which would very likely condemn them to an early exit from the competition. Not mathematically so, but they would have to win all 3 of their remaining games with a huge goal swing in their general direction. Seems very unlikely. Seen it all before. It's a different sort of a challenge at Benfica this year. And Mourinho spoke in glowing terms about Ajax as a club yesterday, incidentally, pointing out that he is just the right age to have seen their greatest era, greatest ever players. He'll always have a soft spot for the club. Great harm here to him at the moment. Keogh has done well. Gluck! On the right corner, almost an instant impact from Oscar Gluck. We're wanting to prove a point, having been left out of the starting 11. Swinging corner, Dolbear going for it, but Horst is penalised once again, and he has got to watch his reaction. Already on a yellow for dissent. Zero that went down this time. See it again. Horst puts a hand in the face of his opponent. Well time run from Gluck. It's done better to pull it back rather than go for goal from that very acute angle. Spectagaros. Awkward bouncing ball for the goalkeeper, dealt with. Good work from Keogh Pitchjin. Opening up here for Gluck. Back to Pitchjin. Know what to do once he reached the edge of the box there. A somewhat inexperienced player, 22-year-old. The aftermath, Dolbear is penalised. The latest line in what Ajax feel a number of soft free kicks being given to Benfica. There will be a change for the Eagles. The other instructions too from Mourinho for those players staying on the pitch. Thomas Araujo will join the game shortly. Central defender. Maybe we are about to go to the radio-style shutout situation. Back to Mars. Mike's running out of time. Statistics are a little bit more respectable now. The only one that really matters is the goal. Glue. Really energised them to make a difference, the Israeli international. The armband in the absence of Klassen. His chance at the start of this second half is looking more and more expensive all the time. Glue. It's one. Look how many Benfica defenders there are. Antonio Silva eventually got it away. Now Benfica could make their change and introduce another defender. That was 18 that went up on the board, wasn't it? It wasn't, it was 10. Sudakov coming off. Creator departing. Destroyer coming on. Araujo is a Benfica Academy graduate. He was debut for the senior Portugal side last year. Part of the international setup. It's time for Benfica to shut up shop. They have been doing attacking in this second half.
Look at you, let's see you.
The last roll of the dice for Frederick. Schwinger will attack the change. Over break. Takura. Shutalov. Wanting the referee to give it just a few more seconds. Wisely allowed play to continue. Too much to go there. Comfortable yet? I'm sure it has. A couple of free kicks though. Going down this time, the challenge to get a pitch, Jim. They've certainly managed this second half very well. That's something you always get from a Mourinho side. As his critics, he knows how to win football matches. Auschness. Again, versatility again, so valuable to Benfica tonight. Used to playing Dutch football himself at Feyenoord. 3 seasons with Benfica since those days. Still the 5 minutes left in the 90. Equalising goal from Ajax does not feel imminent.
When you decide, I said that you have Square card magana jungle. Where that just some complete and last week now.
Already, the ever to sign a complete, I said, Chama, you.
Magana and Neke Jamish, and where that the pattern is not complete, where that's
closing in.
So, as you want to jar, no, you get at the
The bigger tests to claw their way into the knockout phase. Juventus coming up next. Can take 3 points here tonight. It will stand them in very good stead. Still work in progress under Mourinho. Inconsistent domestically. Short of the necessary quality, but tonight is a step in the right direction. We were talking earlier, weren't we, about the many European honours in Ajax history. 3-time European Cup winners, 3 years consecutively at the start of the 1970s. Ajax truly ruled the roost in world football. Next throw with time running out. More recently, Ajax made the semi-finals of the Champions League in 2019. Out of 3 of the last 4 Champions League campaigns ended at the earliest opportunity. It's looking like a pattern which will continue. Way through for Mora. Pavlidis put a lot of distance between him and his own penalty area. Pavlidis couldn't pick out Auschness. Another opportunity for Benfica to seal the victory. I never got the sense there that a second goal was the priority. Evangelis Pavlidis didn't know whether to find a teammate or head for the corner flag. Take a throw. Absolute age over the restart. To have got the tactics absolutely spot on tonight, Jose Mourinho. It's not over yet. It's Pavlidis now. Auschness. Pick out the necessary cross for the corner. It's good enough for Benfica right now. Less than 2 minutes left in the 90. They won't overcommit at this corner, you can be sure of that. Very muted atmosphere here in Amsterdam as Auschwitz delivers the corner. Delivers his header wide of the target. Freeing his night. They've still got a number of substitutions which they can make if they so wish. They'll probably start to make them into added on time. Taking a 1-0 lead into that period. And now Barcelona, he could see it. Brilliantly taken. And Benfica will take 3 points. Their first of this year's Champions League. The victory is deserved. Ajax have done nothing to hurt them. Benfica are playing within themselves. And yet still won with something to spare. Leandro Pereira heaping the misery on Ajax and Fred Krim.
Why are you seeing go?
His first goal of the season, Pereira, and what a time to get. Started the move himself in some respects. Little 1-2 with Auschwitz. A spectacular finish at the end. Benfica heading for a memorable victory on the road. Is it a win that revitalises their chances in this year's Champions League? Ajax will stay rock bottom with 0 points and not a single goal from open play. Their return to Europe's top table has been an unmitigated disaster, and the fans here have seen enough. 4 minutes of stoppage time will be added. Respectfully, we could play all night and Ajax not score. Reneche to Auschwitz. It's just the sort of situation where you want to see Mourinho as your manager, really. Backs against the wall. Must win. Got it absolutely spot on tonight, the Eagles. Pereira going to go into the book for that little indiscretion right at the end. Now the substitutions are arriving for Benfica. Gaelis Pavlidis has worked hard tonight. He has sacrificed to allow Andy Silva to make his first appearance since February. Back after a rupture of the anterior cruciate ligament. To 9 months on the sidelines. Benfica delighted to have him back. Look at this, it's opening up again. So Benfica with Rios. Takura got a foot in. It's a flurry of substitutions now. As expected, as Benfica run out the clock. Goal scorer Leandro Pereira, the latest player to be sacrificed. 20-year-old Rodrigo Hegel will be his replacement. It's the moment where he settled it. Massive goal for him and for his club.
One answer she did them. Now 1 million seconds.
Was out jumped by Otamendi. Okio, get the cross in. Silva was there. Benfica will clear. With that, more than likely, collect the clean sheet. Cross looks long, Veghorst with a flick. Nice goal now would surely give you a consolation. Benfica have won it by 2-0. A huge result for Jose Mourinho and his team, who have given themselves a lifeline in terms of reaching the next phase of this year's Champions League. Leandro Barcelona coming late on. Samuel Darwin and open the goal scoring for the Eagles. Ajax needed a big performance tonight, and it just didn't come. They'll stay bottom of the league phase table on 0 points. It's not going well for interim head coach Cliff. Dutch Giants, it seems, heading for an early exit from this year's Champions League. Final score here, Ajax 0, Benfica 2.
This match was brought to you by PlayStation and Safety, UEFA Champions League official partners.
I want this for that goal, my friend.
Talk for 6 minutes at once or on multiple calls and get 3 minutes extra by UMTS and enjoy 2,100 naira extra airtime for 2 months. Text YouTube to 312. It's time to show flame. Show courage. Show your stories. Now is the time.
What champion? What champion?
everyone that he's not that type of impact player. Probably why he's done it, but quite a few players obviously also a couple of weeks ago when they played a couple of games, so you've got to manage your players.
And that's also an interesting point there from what you just mentioned. If you're Pep Guardiola and it's in 2-3 up going into the 60th minute, do you bring him on or you just keep him on?
Yeah, you bring him on because you want him to be part of the celebration for the weekend. Because if you win 2-0 and your best striker, the top scorer is not coming, you don't know how you're going to feel about that for the next game. So you need to keep him up, you need to score a goal and keep him up.
Okay, obviously you've seen anything outside of this one. I actually think it's more parks and not as straightforward. Obviously, goes freely, and the goals aren't just coming from one man. I've got so many players out of confidence. Tony, Ship, Hoffman, I'm keeping our players in those 2 goals bags of assists. So it's a team that really confidence. Even though they're away from home, they still can pose an upset. And as we know, they're not in the most sort of glamorous position when they're 24th. Last year they finished 6th. So the reputation to maintain. Once we get to match day 5, 6, 7, that's when business can become a lot more serious. So on paper at least, it looks a side that is sort of hitting form at the perfect time, but that can really confirm the result.
So before we get to that, I know you're on to me. I'm asking the strikers a question. I want to ask the defender one now. You get the feeling with City, with IG, there's mistakes in that defensive unit. They can give you a chance. You saw that against Newcastle, and even when they're winning titles, they always gave me that perception. You know, they're not the type of side to shut out opposition. So if I was Leverkusen, I would be saying, this back 4 or 5, whatever they're playing today is vulnerable, and they will somewhere they'll give you a chance.
They will give you a chance. I mean, Stones starts in the back 4, but we've seen Stones become into the midfield three, and that's where there's the 3 behind. Now, with so many players for Liverpool side that are high on confidence, will that happen? How often will that happen? We understand with fresh legs they will take possession, and that's what allows Stones to get in the field, get involved, create chances, and still find the time to get into shape should they lose possession. So all of that depends again on the confidence, because they can take a lot of risks in the way that they play. A lot of bravery is needed for the team to take. And that's why I suppose from the Newcastle fixture, what is it? It's a case of legs, obviously your concentration goes. So to refresh the side for new players, let's see whether they can actually get a
Okay, that is a prospect then. That will be taking place over at the City of Manchester Stadium. It is City, they are taking on Leverkusen of Germany. At the same time, we've got Napoli. They are at home, currently in 24th position after match day 4, taking on in 15th. I think that they're going 2 matches without a goal. That's what's not happening tonight, particularly with the kind of play, the sandhouse kind of form, international fans that they do.
Yeah, and once again we're talking about playing at home, because last time out also they drew goalless against Frankfurt, so that was very unexpected and surprising. But subsequent to that, I think they're fine at this time weekend beating Atalanta, so we expect these guys to go out and edge closer to that spot and get the team going, because they have a very inconsistent season, to put it in one way. The start was great. I thought they were flying and good keeping all the way trying to competitions, and they just had a first slip. Now they seem to be back on track again. So tonight will be again one of those teams with also never say die attitude.
has done them in 1 win and 2 defeats in the 4 matches so far for Napoli Bank. Certainly, as Patron just mentioned, much better than perhaps some other people would expect them to be. 2 wins in their 4 matches coming into this one. Unfortunately, though, as far as they are concerned, they don't have a great record against Italian teams. They won this in the last 6 matches in the UEFA competition against Italians, losing 3 matches away from home in that particular record. But they do have in their side like Leandro Andrade. He's got 5 goals in the last 7 matches Carabao have played in Europe. And again, one of those sides that I don't think anyone wants to face because at best they are so troublesome at the Carabao.
They are really mixed. I think if you look at the formation, you see there's